Hey everyone, it's Kai, and today we're going to talk about Clan Selection Volume 1. Now, why should we care about Clan Selection Volume 1? Who cares about this, right? Overdress is coming. D-Format is coming. No one cares about V anymore. Well, let's say you can't wait for Overdress and you want to buy stuff, then sure, you can buy this. But also, if you're interested in V Premium or Premium in general, these cards are still relevant for those formats, and at least V Premium will be around for 1 year. Alright, I don't know about next year, but at least they will definitely be around for 1 year. Bouchard has said that it will be around for a while, but I think it's just gonna come down to demand on how people want to, like, if people like playing the format, if people join the tournaments in that format, then I think they will support it. But probably, I'm not sure. Like, don't quote me. I'm not Nostradamus. I can't remember. I don't know all that stuff. I can't remember the future because you can't remember the future. So yeah. Also, I'm not a financial analyst. I'm not a GameStop broker, so I'm not too sure about like stocks and things like that. But overall, the demand for this set will likely be low. Shops will probably be canceling their orders if they can. I know in Japan they could, or they just won't buy this set at all because they're like, everyone's gonna just go to D format. So if you need cards from this, I would recommend you to buy them at some way, especially on release. People will be buying this stuff and they'll be getting the clans they want, and then they'll probably be trying to get rid of the stuff they don't want. So get it on release, because after release it is quite likely that prices will rise because people will not be wanting to get rid of their playsets. Remember, if you buy 4 boxes, you get one of every single card in a box. So if you buy 4 boxes, you get a playset. But because of that, because people will be getting their playsets, they don't want to break their playsets, right? So let's go through each by clan and see which is good and which is probably not that great. So let's start with Angel Feather, right? Angel Feather. We got M&M's. I still can't say the name. Malkuth Melik, I think, is the name. Shin. This one is based on just the old M&M kind of aggressive build, and this just makes it better with the new one. That's the thing though, Angel Feather does already have a good kind of deck. It's Gavriel, right? Gavriel's decent. This one is more aggressive in that it focuses less on the Gavriel kind of high roll combo. This one is just consistent aggression. So if you like that kind of playstyle from Angel Feather, then sure, this new stuff is very good. But bear in mind, there's already another good kind of deck available for you. On the other hand, let's look at the reprints, right? The reprints are very important because that's where they print on the PRs. Bellymed's Angel is a totally new PR that I think is actually quite relevant in both V and probably in Premium as well, just because it goes to Soul. Pretty good, but it swaps damage, right? So that kind of effect is very, very relevant, especially in V, because Soul is a big problem. Soul is your big limiting factor. But I can still see this kind of card being relevant in Premium. So if you're an Angel Feather player, I do think that it's probably relevant for you to buy these cards, or at least try to get it on release, right? Moving on to Shadow Paladin, we've got Fiona the Witches. These aren't very good. Not gonna lie, this is not good in terms of the metagame. If you're a new player, then this will be dirt cheap. If that's how you want to get into Shadow, then sure, but this will likely not be played much in Standard or Premium at all. And the reprints overall aren't very good either, because if we're talking about in terms of new stuff, these cards you're going to all kind of get already. Dead Armor Dragon is not that expensive, so it's not that rare. People hardly run this card, so if you want to search for it, it's at least not impossible to get. The mains, sure, like the mains are very expensive. You need this in Premium, but still, it's still gettable. And at the same time, like, I guess if you want to just buy these important staple cards for Shadow Paladin, then this is a great combo. You got your Null in the main and your Charon. But otherwise, these cards are technically all gettable. It's not like a Bellymed's Angel where it wasn't. So nothing super, super rare here. It is a skippable product if you already have this stuff. Moving on to golds, we have Spectral Duke Dragon, and we have the Kaiden Hole combo. And I personally think if you're a golds player right now, this is kind of skippable, I think. Unless you like Spectral Duke. This entire new card line is just based on the Spectral Duke line, so it's kind of not as splashable as you'd want it to be. And like, what are the good gold paladin stuff going on right now? There's nothing, right? You know, no Gurgit's not that amazing anymore. Technically, you can play Agravain, so you either go with Spectral or you just don't. Like, the cards they're reprinting aren't really that rare either. Kaiden Hoel, not staples for everything. You don't really need it. Dindrain, it's rare. I mean, if you want to make a full bling bling foil, then sure, it's fine. But otherwise, I think Gold Paladin is quite skippable. That's for sure. But there is a lot of Spectral Duke Dragon simps out there. So if you want the big chunky boy, didn't work out his legs, then you've got to do it. You've got to do it. We've got Touch Kaze, right? Touch Kaze. Touch Kaze is a must get. You know why? Not for Gigano Blazer, but for Spino Spino Extort. Yeah, I did remember the name. This card is really strong, and I can foresee that in every single Touch Kaze build, this card is going to be probably included, as long as you require equip gauge. Maybe for Angle Blade you don't need it, but it's overall just really, really good. And in premium, I can see this it just generates extra attacks. So I think it's a very key card. Even though we make fun of Gigano Blazer, it's still an alright support card. And if you're running that Gaia engine from before, then instead of Angle Blade, then this is probably required. And the rest of the cards are okay, like Mega Rex, sure. It's Touch Kaze though, so I don't expect anything to be super expensive. Even like Sweeper, Super Reaping, that's nice, that's nice. But overall, it's the Spino Extort that you want. So Touch Kaze, good stuff. Murakuma. Murakuma is focused on the Shiryuki engine. All these new cards give you a new Shiryuki, and they give you Shiryuki support. Personally speaking, I don't think it's that good. I don't think Shiryuki support is... I mean, like, if you want to build Shiryuki, then yes, the Shiryuki support is amazing. But in terms of, let's talk about Murakuma right now, Yasue is still really, really good, right? Yasue with old Shiryuki is really, really good. They don't even need the new stuff. In fact, they have so much space limitations that it's kind of hard to get the new stuff. So, sure, you can build a totally new deck. I think that the Yasue is just better than Shiryuki. But when we talk about the reprints, they did print a PR, you know, Ario, and... although this is technically not played as much right now, it's still one of those cards that might be played later in V, depending just on what is released, right? So this is kind of there. Ario is pretty decent. Printing out these PRs is pretty good, but overall, like in terms of the Shiryuki engine, I don't think it's that needed. Murakuma already has all the tools it really needs right now. But the big X factor is Ario. If you want it, you might want to get it, because getting it later will probably be a huge hassle if it becomes meta. In terms of premium, I don't think you use Ario at all, just because you don't have the space. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we got the Blood. So the Blood, everyone's talking about the memes on the Blood. Yes, it's not that great. You know, Draconic Vanquisher is already really amazing. And it's kind of hard to top that, you know, just hard to top Draconic Vanquisher. If you want to go for the memes, and sure, but if you're a Narukami main, I think this entire thing is skippable. They didn't really print anything super amazing. These reprints are, for the lack of better word, garbage. Yeah, they're not, I don't think they're good. Like, they're honestly not that good. So, I'm sorry, boys. If you're a Narukami dudes, just bad. Let's just move on to the next one. Chaos Breaker. So Chaos Breaker is definitely a seller. Lots of Link Joker players work Chaos Breaker players, and overall the Link Joker stuff is really good. So one, we get three new Starvaders, which will be very relevant in premium in my opinion. The grade 1, grade 2, and the grade 3, just really good. New Chaos Breaker kills gifts. Come on, dude. Come on, it's great. Zirconium is low-key one of the best stuff released for Link Joker for a while, in my opinion. And yeah, you know, Craving Claw, still good. We get some good PRs, right? Barrel gets reprinted, which is really nice. If you're missing this, then definitely get it. And we got this other one that wasn't revealed or hasn't been released in English yet, Marinelle. So this one's kind of like, you don't really need it, but again, it's one of those things. Actually, no, I think this did get printed in English already. So unlucky, but overall, these cards are just very good. This entire Link Joker package is very good. Get it if you want Link Joker. DI, I think a steal sucks, honestly. Even in premium, I think a steal's not great. I'm still on the Hope on Dump train, but the grade 2 and the grade 1 show some promise for at least standard. So I do think if you are DI, you still want to get this just for these grade 2 and 1 cards. Also, we do get the Executioner, this Phantasma Executioner. Although we don't see this in premium at all, but it's definitely built for premium, in my opinion. It's a costless retire that allows a Soul Charge 2, I think. Soul Charge 2. So it basically can get rid of things like Huang and things like that that are super annoying. So I do think like the DI package, although you don't need the Castile as much, getting like a Holy Killer Tail is good, but getting the Executioner, the grade 2 and 1 is still very worth it. Gear Chronicle. I think Gear Chronicle is amazing. If you're a Gear Chronicle player, you need this. You need Time Reaper Dragon, in my opinion, for standard. The grade 2 is kind of missable. Gear Dog 8 is really good. You probably want to run a playset of this, or at least 3. Then they reprinted Urcab, so if you're a starting Gear Chronicle player, perfect, right? Also the Jakar. Jakar was crazy expensive, so that's great. And Ribble, we finally get Ribble. Basically replaces Quickie Worker. So yeah, automatically we get 3 staple cards already in this, then including Lost Gear Dog 8 and the Reaper. You get so many staples for Gear Chronicle. If you want to build Gear Chronicle, or if you still have Gear Chronicle right now, this is definitely a great set to get. Definitely, go for it. Grand Blue. Okay, Skull Dragons I remember like 20 bucks something, so or more. So if you want to get into Grand Blue, Skull Dragon's already there. But also, Beatrice is really good. Beatrice is really good in Premium. Also in Standard, very good too. It's like an extra card. It's like an extra column bar that can call things. So Beatrice is nice. If you want to go full ghosty as well, then these ghosty cards are good too. So overall, I think in Standard, Beatrice is pretty decent. Even just a pure Beatrice build, or you want to combo this with Night Rose, it's all good. And you get the Skull Dragons, is all nice. And then in Premium, again, yeah, Beatrice is one of the top tier cards. So get it if you're a Grand Blue player. Mega Colony. Mega Colony is kind of like... the grade 1 is really amazing. The grade 3 is good. It kind of replaces Hell Demise. And then you might as well play this because you've got nothing else to play. That's basically like Venom Stinger. Basically, you just play it. Or you can, if you really want to, you can play Ghidorah as well, and then just run these other 2 support. That's fine. It's really up to you, right? Mega Colony's in that state where you can do anything you want. It won't make a difference. Stealth Millipede got a reprint. Apparently this card was $50, so if you're looking for it, just get it. I think if you're a Mega Colony player, this is definitely something to get. Get rid of those Hell Demises, or you can run more Hell Demises, right? This could be like your 5th, 6th copy of Hell Demise. But yeah, Mega Colony is just in that state. And then Neo Nectar. Neo Nectar is the last one. Okay, Neo Nectar right now in Standard is trash. After this, it is very playable. If you, long story short, if you're a Neo Nectar player, just get it, right? In terms of Premium, I don't think any of this helps Premium because you don't have any place in Premium. But in Standard, in V, if you're a Neo Nectar main, you have to buy this no matter what because you have no other things to get. Nothing makes your deck better except for Maiden of Stand Peony. So that is a very, very easy buy. So that's basically all of it. We've got a bunch of high rarity cards here, but yeah, this comes down to Angel Feather, probably get. Shadow Paladin, nothing new cards. No new cards are good, but if you're a starter, you're just starting out and you want some staples, then okay, sure, get the domains. Gold Paladin is pretty missable unless you really like Spectral Duke, then no brainer. Touch cards I think you have to get just because of the grade 2 is really good. This is Murakuma is kind of missable. If you're really worried about not getting the Ario, then get it. Narukami is definitely missable. If this, whatever. Chaos, Link Star Vader plays, must get. Overall, I think this is a great thing for Link Joker. You should get it too. Dark Regulars, I think should get because of just the reprint of the PR and also the grade 2 and 1 is really good. Gear Chronicles automatic get. Grand Blue automatic get. Mega Colony, probably an automatic get, and Neo Nectar, you kind of have to get it if you play Standard. So yeah, everything you should get. Clan Selection Volume 1 is actually surprisingly good, although the cards themselves look kind of nerfed from before, but overall I think in terms of that playable stuff, there is a lot of playables, maybe not tier 1 playable, but at least tier 2 playable, and overall if you want to future-proof yourself, then no brainer. Most of this stuff will probably be used in the future. Alright, that's just me. I'm not Nostradamus though, so I can't predict the future. Something could happen that makes all these cards useless, like Clan Selection Volume 3. So don't quote me on that. But I think in the near future, at least for V Premium and all that, then you should get it. That's it. See you later. Bye.